Good afternoon, guys. It's Norman Stickle, and today I am reaching out to talk to you guys and answer the question that I received on if codependency can hurt a relationship. And I'm going to share my few thoughts about that and some probably some personal experiences and some insight that I have on this topic. And my first thought would be is absolutely yes, it can. And what it really comes down to is it comes down to who is the codependent one, and do they realize that they are even in fact what you would consider or what we label as codependent. A lot of us have traits of codependency to some degree that operates, that we put out at a subconscious level, meaning that we're doing these things and not even really aware of it, because it is pretty much in our makeup of the way that we have learned to cope. And coping skills, if you're not aware of them, can be a very healthy thing, but also can be harmful to us and to our environment. And it can be detrimental to our relationships, especially if we don't have that realization of what is going on, and if we don't heed the signs or signals from, for instance, in a relationship, the other person. And if they are pushing you for a little more space or trying to be real subtle about it, and they're trying to ask for something, and we don't heed that advice, or we just kind of let it just blow right over, what happens is we continue to be ourselves and do what we're used to doing in the way that we are used to doing it, and that goes unnoticed by us. But over time, the other person in the relationship, most regarding this in the situation's topic today, starts getting underlyingly annoyed. They start realizing that you're not picking up their signals. They might have to adapt a little bit and change. They have a choice of whether to come at you a little more bluntly if they're trying real subtly, if they think that you might not be able to handle it, or you might get it if they're worried about offending you. They might be real subtle at first, just trying to throw hints at you, and if you're not doing that, then they might want to step it up a little bit, and they might say something that's a little more harsh. They might snap. They might go out of their comfort zone a little bit, because in the moment it's really bothering them, but they're trying their best to be able to adhere to your feelings, in most cases, not always, be able to keep that on a kosher level, because below the surface they do care about you and they want the best for you. Everybody's intention, we will assume at this moment in time, is true and good. Not always. It depends on the status of your relationship and the stage of the relationship and what it's in at the time. So this can be varied throughout different parts of your relationship, depending on where you guys are as a couple. So take this for an overall grand scale picture, but obviously there's going to be things that differ from relationship to relationship and situation to situation. But given that, for the most part, there will be times when we don't necessarily pick up on cues from the other person. If our attention is focused on one, and it is not within our perception, our view, that it's a problem, your subconscious mind will not necessarily pick up on it. And we can all contest to this, but at some point in time, we have come to this realization when it was almost too late. And at that point, a lot of us will say the damage is done, and I can't I can't take this back, and that is part of life's learning experiences. To be blunt and very honest about it, there are ways that we can go about helping ourselves to realize, and it takes possibly some digging deep, but everything that needs to be addressed of why codependency is becoming a problem, or one partner latching on to the other if there's all of a sudden an insecurity that comes up in certain situations that make you uncomfortable, if you were to be the hypothetical quote-unquote codependent partner in this situation, you would be put in out of your comfort zone a little bit, or pushed a little bit by the other person saying something that would make you feel uncomfortable, and then you want to latch on, and you're grabbing for something that's really just almost your imagination and an insecurity that's popping up. But the codependency says, whoa, 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 you know, and in your mind there's a red flag that's going off. And with that being said, there are ways of going within and us helping ourselves to be able to notice these patterns and to be able to fix them, whether it be through exercises of mindfulness, meditation. Everybody has a different method. One is not wrong, and there is no right or wrong way. It is whatever you find out that works for you. This is where coaching comes in. This is where a mentor or somebody that can come in and help you, that is equipped with the tools to be able to handle these situations, to look at it through a different light, and with that give you a different set of tools and resources to be able to move forward bit by bit and be able to change your subconscious behavior that has been literally conditioned, your coping skills at a subconscious level that you realize that you're not even realizing that you're doing. Not placing blame, because that's not what it's about, but it's about having the realization that things need to change and that things are coming up for a reason, to be addressed and be healed, to be moved on and have closure. So yeah, that's really about it, at least for the moment. But if at all you guys have any other questions, concerns, comments, please, I will include the link at the bottom or at the top of this video to be able to schedule a free, no hassle strategy call with me, and to be able to talk it over and see if I can be of any help in helping you step out of your own comfort zone and better yourself and reach out for improvement. We all need improvement to grow, and always to be seeking out what is something else that we are not aware of in life that we can do better, and strive for excellence. If there's something that doesn't quite feel right, take a moment and listen to yourself. Listen to that inner voice in your gut feeling, and don't hesitate to reach out and ask for help. There is no shame in asking for help. So again, this is Norman Stickle. Thank you guys for watching, and I will include the link at the bottom or the top of the page to be able to book a free strategy call with me. Thank you very much.